What's up, everybody? I'm Brew,
And I'm Ray.
and we're
Brewing
Brewing
Ray.
Ray. And today we're back with another My Hero video, Season 1, Episode 4. Before we get into the video, we just want to say,
We just want to make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. Any comments about the show, leave them in the comment section below. Season 1, Episode 4. How did you guys like the episode? So,
getting into the video. So to start off the video, they kind of just giving us a recap of what happened as far as them getting ready to take the entrance exam into UA. We find out that they already took the written part, which we don't find that out to the end, but they've already taken the written part, and now they're here at the practical exam. I can't talk today. But the practical exam where they about to get ready and fight against the robots. And each robot is worth 1 to 3 points. And there's 4 different robots, but 3 are worth points, 1 is worth nothing. So here we are, and everybody, Midori is just looking at everybody just be so confident in themselves.
He's super nervous. He's like, how can everybody else be so confident?
Yeah.
Yes, because everybody had time with the quirk.
Yeah. And we understand, you just not getting yours. But he's looking at everybody and they are very confident. They just cool within themselves, and he is freaking out. Yeah. And he just kind of scanning, seeing who in there. And he finds the girl who saves him, the nice girl is what he called it. Mm-hmm. He's like, I gotta at least go thank her. And on his way to go thank her, the guy that stood up and was like, hey, you were mumbling so loud this whole time, he is in his same group. Mm-hmm. And he stops him, like grab him on the shoulder, like, hey, whoa. The girl over there, she looked like she's preparing and trying to focus for the exam that we're about to take. He said, are you here just to distract people? Are you here, like you're not here to pass for yourself, you just here to bring everybody else down with you or something like that? He's like, no. And everybody else around is just looking like, man, like this guy. He's like, I don't know whether, it's like they was like, I don't know whether to feel jealous or lucky, but they're like, oh, we're lucky that we don't have a rival, And Midori was like, I feel like everybody's like, they're lucky that they're not me.
Yeah, he was picking up on the vibe everybody else was putting down.
Right. So the like President Mike. Mm-hmm. President Mike, he's like, what y'all standing around for? In the real world, it ain't gonna be no bell, no
whistle,
ding,
no
countdown. Nothing. Yeah.
Go.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Midoriya turns around after looking at President Mike up there on top of the building. He looked back, and the dude who was just talking bad to him or acting like he his rival, gone. He turned around
with the crowd. Yeah.
Everybody taking off. He's like, dang, I'm already last off the line. So boom, it starts. He running in. He just thinking to himself like, man, okay.
Gotta
get a point.
Get a point.
Gotta get a point. He's like, and I just got it. And we get a flashback here of Midoriya actually, to get All Might's power, he had to swallow the hair. And All Might's like, okay, you swallowed it, right? He's like, yeah, but I don't
feel it be different.
Yeah. He's
All Might start laughing.
Yeah, he's like, what do you think a stomach does? Like, give it a minute. Yeah. So in 2 to 3 hours, you'll feel something. And he's like, it's already too late to kind of go over in detail with you because you weren't even able, or you're not even able to take it for a test drive. So to see how it works. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to tell you this one thing. When you use my quirk, he said, squeeze your butt and then yell in your heart, but it got interrupted. So we don't even know. I mean, well, we know, but the
huge robot comes out of the building and interrupt his thought.
Yeah, and I didn't see how much that robot was worth because I know like later.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention either because I know in the diagram they show like which robot was worth 1 point and 2 points, But when that robot smashed out of the building and cut Midoriya's thoughts off, I didn't pay attention to see which one it was either.
Yeah. So at this point, Midoriya is like stuck. Like he can't move.
I can't move.
He ain't moving. He ain't going nowhere. His legs is not going. He just moving his hands and basically like trying to cover up. And this dude with this belly button laser just come out and zap him.
Got his hands behind his head.
Yeah, he's like a French dude or something, I guess. And he destroys the robot. And he's like, nice working with you, but I doubt we meet again. And he's like, what? He's like, oh, snap. Point, I guess, because they yelled out how much time was left. And he's like, oh, snap, I got to get these points.
I think at that point it was like 6 minutes left.
Yeah, like 6 minutes or something. So he running around, and he finally gets out into the open where it's like everybody is in this one area because like all the robots is right there. And everybody taking out robots left and right. They arguing over robots. Hey, don't take that one. It's mine.
They keeping up with their points, saying how many points they got. He's like,
even the nice girl.
She had like
28 points.
He's like
she had
28.
touched. Yeah. So she touched like 2 or 3 robots and made them float, and then she smashed them down to the ground.
Her quirk is apparently like levitation, gravity.
Right.
Along the lines of that.
Yeah.
And then it shows the other guy who
come out of nowhere and just kick a robot and destroy it. Like
he got little things coming out his calf muscles, so I was like, okay, speed.
Like little pipes or something.
Right. He fast.
Right. So yeah, robot legs or something. But he fast, he jump in there, he kicking, he destroy a robot. He was like 30 something points, like 32, 40. Something like that. Something. He got more points than the nice girl.
Yeah.
And then they was like, they kind of just show like the actual heroes all in this room, kind of conversating just amongst themselves, like, hey, seeing how everything is going. Like, hey, this year's group look pretty good. They even show Kacchan. Kacchan just look like he's just having a blast.
Ball. Yeah, he looks like he's like, all these robots can get this smoke. Bring me all the smoke.
I feel like he's going around and taking everybody else's robots.
I feel the exact same way.
I feel like he got all the points in his group.
You know what? On the part where they was like, hey, don't take mine, it was probably Kacchan taking everybody else's robots.
Yeah. And they like, hey, don't take mine.
It's like, you take it too long.
You want to say something?
You take it too long.
Yeah, pretty good.
I'm trying to get these points.
Right. So somebody in there says, this year's group looked pretty good this year. And they was like, well, it's still early. This is just the exam. So let's see them work or whatever.
And they hit a big
and like they test, the real test hasn't even came yet. And then that's when they hit
the big red button.
And this big robot.
Huge. I mean, huge. Huge.
First off, they in this city, like this replica city. And it's a bunch of them. So like I'm already like this is the practice, like a model
of the
actual
city.
size
it was like broken
city.
Into 4 parts, right? Group A.
Yeah, it was like,
so it's like
but it seemed like it was more than 4 different practice areas.
Yeah.
But yeah, this robot was huge, big as a skyscraper, and everybody's like,
skyscraper looked like an ant.
It did
to me.
Yeah. And they was like, oh, this is the robot that's a hazard or not worth anything, so this is the one that we should avoid. Everybody take off.
The robot punched the ground.
Yeah, he punching the ground.
And everybody is hauling. Like, they is running.
They getting out of there.
And Midoriya is like...
He falls. He can't move again.
And he's trying to...
Crawl away. And he ain't even like crawling and making big... like, he's like...
He crawling and not going nowhere.
I'm just like, bro, like, you get up. Like, stop making yourself look bad.
Yeah, really. Everybody else is running, and you're crying.
So, once he finally gets to a position where it looked like he kind of getting himself away. Also, when people was running by him because he was on the ground, like, shocked and amazed about how big this robot was. Because everybody like, man, like, ain't this, like, a little too big for an entrance exam or whatever. The dude with the pipe sticking out of his leg, he run by and they kind of show him in slow motion looking at Midoriya on the ground. Mm-hmm. So once Midoriya finally gets into a position to where he looked like he's really starting to get away now. You hear the nice girl, and they show her, and she's trapped.
Now.
So her leg
he
is
brought
stuck.
up a very good point watching the show.
Yeah,
He's like,
her
well,
leg
why
is stuck.
didn't she just reach back and touch it and levitate it? And I was like, I don't have an answer for that. If you guys have an opinion on that, leave that down in the comment section below. Why do you guys think she just didn't reach back, touch it, levitate it, get up and run?
Right. But it's for the plot, we know.
We understand. We know Midori has to help people. When he hears somebody in distress or, asking for help, he cannot.
He can't turn it down.
He can't. Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. It was like the whole Kachan situation when he was trapped by the slime dude. And he didn't say anything, obviously, because Kachan is just too big and bad of a guy to ask for help. But he was saying, your face is like you were calling for me to help you. And at this point, he didn't have a quirk. Even though at this point, he don't know how to use the quirk he has. But that's what he do. He springs into action.
He jumps high.
Yeah. So you see like these little red things. I guess they they do look like things going around his legs, and he jump, and like he reaches back to punch, and the veins cover
his arm. And it's funny because when he jumps, she sees him go up.
Yeah.
Everybody else turns around and like
this guy. Who is he?
Who is he?
And I'm thinking that because the robot like putting his hand down like he about to smash him or something. I'm thinking that he probably gonna jump over the hand or something, but nah, like he just kind of just go over it. And when he get close to the robot, it goes back to the flashback and it says, when using my quirk, squeeze your butt and yell in your heart real loud, smash. I'm like, okay, so that's the word that they cut off earlier in the flashback.
He smashed the robot right in the face
in one punch. Like I thought we was watching My Hero, not One Punch Man.
Right.
But,
it's like I could have sworn this is a high school kid and not a grown man with a bald head.
Right. He ain't got the colors either, yellow and red. He got red, the little veins or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah,
anyways.
So back to the anime. So after that, he knocks out the robot with one punch, and
he's falling back down.
Yeah.
And
he realizes like he didn't realize how high he jumped. He was like, "All right, I'm using All Might's power. I jumped this high." And he's like, "Okay, now I'm using All Might power. Landing should be no problem." Then he notices
about the landing part.
Yeah.
Your legs broke, both of them, not just one of them, both of them, and your other arm.
And your right arm that you used to punch the robot is broken.
So that's when he realizes the consequence that All Might was talking about earlier.
Right.
Like, you're a proper vessel. You're a rushed
vessel.
Proper vessel. That's the word I'm looking for. But and because of that, you haven't had time to see how the quirk works, see what all you can handle. So you're gonna have to prepare for physical repercussions that are gonna happen. And
I mean, but that's something you should have told me in the beginning, though.
Yeah, like as we were training.
Yeah.
Like,
I
understand me doing this training and you motivate me. As you're motivating me, tell me about the quirk.
Right, because you're saying, like, it's a physical boost, and you have to train your body to handle the power. But, like,
information
to the mind, break my legs, to punch and break my arm, like, those are some hard consequences.
Consequence. I don't know what's up with our words today.
I'm gonna just let you say words because it just ain't happening. But so he's trying to figure out a way to land. He's like, I got my left arm, and
if I Detroit smash the ground, but I gotta do it at the right time.
Yeah.
If I do it too soon or too late, I'm dead.
Right. So, but as he getting ready, he loading up the arm and he getting ready to use the whole Detroit smash and everything. But luckily, he didn't have to use it because that would have broke his left arm and he would have just been a potato. Really just laying there. No arms, no legs. But
as he was preparing to become a mashed potato. he got smacked right in the face.
So the nice girl smacks him. So obviously she touched him and she made him float just for a second, and then she released him to reduce the impact of his fall. And after that, he realized that she saved him and was like, "Oh, okay, it's still time. I need to get a point." So he crawling with his left arm. He crawling with his left arm.
And as he's trying to call, President Mike's like, "Time up."
Yeah, he's like, if I could just get 1 point.
What? I have no points.
And he devastated.
He is like heartbroken. Ain't even the word.
Well, I mean, it ended without him being able to do nothing. But at the end of the day, he feel like he did what was right.
Right. So he passes out. Yeah. And when he passes out after realizing time's up and I don't have any points, everybody else who were there doing the exam see him on the ground, and they were like, did he basically, like, did he really just do that? Like, if he had a quirk like this, like, why is he so shaky? What kind of, how did he grow up?
Is
like,
he trying to fool people by acting shaky and stuff like that, or like what is it?
Yeah. So after that, it goes to the guy with the glasses with the things in the pipes in his leg, fast guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, y'all missing the point.
Yeah.
Like, he did this to save that girl. That's basically what a hero is.
Yeah. And if this was the real world, he trying to comfort himself by saying,
if this is the real world,
was the real thing, then of course I would have. But it's like, no, you wouldn't.
It's just an exam.
Right.
So if you didn't do it in the exam and you didn't know, then in the real world, apparently it seems like you would have ran away still too.
Yeah. So even though it was an exam, and like that was the one that they was telling everybody to avoid, so everybody was just avoiding it to go and get more points. But he also said that he ran out to save her with no hesitation
at all.
And while everybody else was running, he went out, no hesitation. And everybody else is kind of just talking amongst themselves like, hey, like, this dude is amazing. Yeah. And they was like, but, he gained nothing from it. Just look at him. His leg broke, his arm broke, and now he passed out, no points. But they was like, crazy or not, he's still amazing.
So then this little old lady comes up and
giving everybody gummy bears.
She's like, here, you take this gummy bear. And the guy with the laser on his stomach, he's like, oh, I know who this is. Yeah. She's the backbone of UA. The reason why they can go all out with these crazy exams to this extreme is because of her. She's recovery girl.
Right.
Her abilities help your body recover at an exhilarating speed, like really, really fast. So as she gives out gummy bears, she walks up to Midoriya as he's laying out on the ground, unconscious and everything. Like, he apparently isn't used to his quirk.
Right. It's like he's not used to it.
Yeah, it's like his body he's gotten this much damage from it. So she kisses him.
I don't like the head.
At least it was on the head.
Yeah.
I mean, his face was in the ground, but still, like, at least she kissed him on the head, and his legs recovered, and apparently his bones grew back in the right spot and became stronger again. Both of his legs, his arm grew back. So he looked as if nothing ever happened.
Right. So, and when she kissed me, everybody's like, yeah. Like a slow.
It's like, how some people just don't, the kisses from the old people, it's just like, ah.
Right. It's like your grandma or somebody kissing you or something.
Yeah, I can deal with that.
Right. So, but she's like, okay, anybody else injured, let's go and get this over with. Right. So the exam is over.
It's been a week since the exam. We go back to Midoriya and his house. Him and his mom are having dinner.
What'd you say?
I said when it went back to Midoriya being at home, and it showed the image of where he lives. It showed the image of where he lives. I was like, it looked like he's staying in the projects. No offense. No offense to anybody, but.
Right. So now we in the house, and he just holding this fish with the chopsticks and smiling at it, and his mom was trying to get his attention. Like, Izuka. Like,
what's wrong? Are you smiling at the fish?
He's like, oh, nothing. He just start eating the rice and the fish and stuff, and he's worried about the exam because he's like, I graded myself. I barely passed the written part, and I had no points in the practical exam. So
his mom goes to check the mail, and he got his results back. So he goes into his room. He opens up the envelope,
and All Might jumps out.
I'm on the projector.
Yeah. He's like, oh my. He's like, so, because he had been trying to, okay, back up a little bit. He's been trying to contact All Might, but he hasn't been able to. Because we didn't know, nor did he know that All Might came to the town to work at UA. And he was like, what, really? And even before she gave him his letter, he was just really sitting there kind of distraught. And she was, like mothers do, trying to cheer up their child, trying to comfort him as much as she could. So she was like, your letter should be here, whether it's today or tomorrow, and then you'll get your results. So she goes to check the mail, and like she said, his letter is here. He opens up the letter, and it's like this little coin pop out, which is a projector, and it's All Might. And he's saying, hey, I've been busy, had to do some paperwork. That's why I couldn't get in contact with you. And All Might is using this time in front of the camera to like really talk to Midoriya like personally. And the cameraman is just like, you gotta hurry this up. Like you gonna make everything else run behind, trying to give your own personal notes or whatever. So he tells him, with the written part and with you having no points on the practical exam, of course, you failed. And then Midoriya was like, I already figured that. And he was like, he's like, you did all this to help me and I let you down. But as the video continues to play, All Might says, watch this video. And it's the nice girl. She goes and tries to plead for his case, saying like, can I share some of my points with him? Because even though he didn't get no points, because I heard him say, if I could just get 1 point, he saved me. So please, please, please let me share some of my points. And they were saying that you don't have to share your points. You don't have to share your points with him. Because All Might goes on to say that this is a hero school. So what kind of hero school would we be if we're rejecting somebody who saved someone's life? That's
without hesitation.
Right, without hesitation. Like that's the purpose of being a hero, to jump in there, risk your own life for the sake of others or whatever. And the video continues to play, and he says, you and him passed. And Midoriya's like, come. All Might is like telling him to come. This is your Hero Academia. But even in the midst of that, like before, when she was kind of explaining, like, hey, do you know who I'm talking about? It's like,
she
has curly hair, he got freckles.
He's plain looking.
Kind of plain looking.
And Midoriya was immediately like, oh, that's me.
That is funny.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, so All Might is basically he told him, welcome to UA. Yeah, so now Midoriya is officially in the school that he wanted to go to, and the episode ended on a high note instead of a low note.
Yeah. Which is good. I'm glad that he got into the school that he always wanted to get into, and the fact that All Might is working there, that's a bonus for him. So, it's like little side training.
Yeah. Like,
now whether he's gonna be one of his teachers or anything, I don't know.
Yeah.
So what is your job at U of A, All Might?
U of A.
U of A.
UA.
UA.
But that's the end of the episode, guys. Please, once again, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video. Like,
Leave
comment,
comments down in the
share with
comment
your
section.
friends.
Did you guys like the episode? What did you guys think of season 4? What do you guys think All Might's job
Season
is?
1.
Season 1.
Episode 4.
I mean episode 4. Tell me, guys, what do you guys think All Might's job is at the school, and how much of a training session do you think it'll be in the school between All Might and Midoriya, or how that is going to work, or just what you guys thought of the episode in general. So,
right. And please, no spoilers.
Don't spoil it for us, guys.
Yeah, don't spoil the episode. I know some of y'all are ahead.
It's like, oh my gosh, you're so far ahead. But
right, because some of the questions she's asking, y'all come in and tell us
the whole
everything.
story. Please
Yeah,
don't.
like, we ain't yet, but we hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time in episode 5.